Welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're reacting to Kelsea Ballerini's new EP, Mount Pleasant. But before I open the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things music. Kelsea Ballerini is about to hit us with another round of emotional devastation. The last time she gave us an EP was her post-divorce EP, A Mountain with a View, and she had things to say. And to this day, that is my favorite body of work that she has ever given us. So I imagine this will be no less amazing because we are now post-breakup era. Now, I'm going to say, I'm not like a hugest fan of all of her albums. I feel like her albums are hit or miss for me. So her last album I didn't listen too much to, but I am excited to see if this EP revives my Kelsea Ballerini listening. Whew. In terms of track titles, 587 is intriguing just because I have no idea what that could mean. But Emerald City, just because Wicked comes out this week, it's a Wicked month for me. And I've already got my double feature tickets. And I have already listened to I Sit in Parks because that was the lead single. And that was a shot to the heart. That was sad. That was sad. But like always, due to copyright, things like be sped up or blurred out. And if you see me looking in this direction, it's because we have genius lyrics pulled up so we know what we're talking about. But if you're looking for uncut versions of all of my album reactions, you can follow the link in the description box down below to my Patreon. So without further ado, let's react to People Pleaser.
Jump in the water like it don't matter. I'm scared of sharks. I'll buy you pain and hang it and frame it. I hate the arts. What does it mean? Keeps getting sadder. Was it Logan or Robbie? It's your captain named Carly that made it cut deeper and messed up my body. I'm keeping it sweeter that I might have nice. Don't be people pleaser and damn if they're right.
Okay. Oh, we're throwing it back. Oh, we in high school? Okay. Jump in the water like it don't matter. I'm scared of sharks. I'll buy a painting, hang it and frame it. I hate the art. Don't lose my head when you just forget and leave me on red. I was done drinking, you say tequila, I'll buy the shots. So it's basically her saying, like, even if, like, I'm afraid of something, I don't like something, like, I just don't want to do anything, the minute someone tries to get me to do something, or the minute someone's like, yeah, because I'm just go with the flow, I'm easygoing, I want people to like me, like, I'm a people pleaser, that's the whole point of the song. Like, even if it's a detriment to my health, like, oh, come on. Of course, so what does it mean keeps getting sadder? Was it 16 that made me not matter? Okay, is it like throwing it back to 16, like when she's saying about homecoming queen and stuff like that, her being like being in high school and stuff like that, feeling the shame like around her body and everything from the people around her? Like, was that the age when things happened? Was it Logan or Robbie, cheer captain named Carly, that made the cut deeper and messed up my body? Okay, getting the body dysmorphia. I'm gonna guess, like, was it these past, like, loves, or was it, like, the high school bully? Like, I'll keep being sweeter, but at my demise, call me people pleaser, and damn if they're right, damn it, they're right. Like, oh, she's, like, coming to some self-realization, like, okay, maybe I have been the one to hurt myself this entire time. Like, ooh. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh no. Are they though? Are they though? Oh dear. Okay. Turned up the banjo, dyed my hair blonder, I got the ad. Split up the moments, Grammys as moms, and CMA's dads. Okay. Once again, talking about her own parents' divorce and how that heavily fucked up her life. She's like, I became more country. I dyed my hair blonder. I put myself in this mold to fit this very perfect country, like, girl, like what the country and music industry wanted me to be. Don't lose my mind when wrong is all right. Just won't sleep at night. Phone by my side. Internalize internet lies. No, really, it isn't so bad. So she's doom scrolling like the rest of us. Like, she is up at all hours of the night, like, just, you know, hung up on all the, like, hate comments and stuff like that. Ooh. And she changes up the chorus each time. What does it mean climbing the ladder? Was it this dream that made me not matter? Was it drinking at parties or not getting sorries? Wrong ring on my finger or cosplaying Barbie? Oh my God. She said, was it the industry that made me this way? Was it my hopes and dreams, the things that I wanted? Did I have to mold myself into this person that's not so great? That had to do this, and then the wrong ring on my fingers. Obviously, I married for the wrong reasons. I cosplayed Barbie. I created this archetype of this very traditional, like, country star that is, like, very popular in the South. that made me so eager to smile and lie, call me people pleaser, and damn if they're right. She's like, is this what made me this way? The bridge, I love the build, the production. Now I just want to scream, but that would be dramatic of me, yeah. Shall I refer you to Too Much by Dove Cameron? As someone who is extrovert, someone who is dramatic, as someone who does the most and as much as I can, I welcome y'all. Like, people like to tell me I'm like childish or not mature enough, and I'm like, honey, I was parentified from a young age. I'm living out my life. I'm not gonna like listen to people do that. So yeah, you're not dramatic, babe. Right now I just want to leave, but I guess that I'll stay. He likes me to death. Oh no, that hurt. Oh, a little insight into their relationship. Okay, so what does it mean crying at Radnor? Is Radnor, who's Radnor? Radnor Lake State Park is a state park in Nashville. Might also be a reference to the first song on EP, I Sit in Parks. Okay, so yeah, she's crying in Nashville. She's crying at the park. I just can't seem to cut out the chatter. I'll keep being sweeter because that's what they like. She's skinny, so feed her and I'll take a bite. Okay. I don't know if this is a metaphor for like, oh, she's not humble enough, so you need to keep feeding her the hate, or if it's just because people keep calling her, like keep criticizing her body again and again. A selfish man-eater, you're wrong, but all right. Fuck, who am I? Damn it, they're right. She's like, okay. She's like, I'm not a man-eater. And you're like, you're wrong. Okay, like, but also I don't know who I am because it seems like I've lived my whole life for other people. Okay. So yeah. That's I Sit in Parks was sad. People pleaser. Oh my god. Up next is Emerald City. So I don't know. Are we going to see the wizard to grant us a wish? Because we'll see. Huh? Oh. Is this about a certain co-star? Is this about it? Okay. True Color Comes Out is the intro. Oh, she said we about to see the colors come out. She's like, I'm about to show you what's going on. Always liked the color of my eyes till I knew she had brown. I'm green. She's like, oh, I always thought I had pretty eyes. Okay, Madeline Klein. Yeah, Madeline's Chase's ex. So yeah, so maybe there was some jealousy there, and she was just hiding that when in the interviews. Yeah, it's kind of like opposite. How like, you know, she had Sabrina had like blue eyes and like the girl that the other person ended up with had brown eyes. She's like, yeah, I always thought I had pretty eyes, and it's like looking at like now I'm jealous of of her. She has brown eyes. Always like my naive innocence till I learned she got around. I'm green. She's like, yeah, I always thought, you know what, I liked, you know, that like basically is saying like, you know, I'm not as experienced, but I never thought it was a bad thing. And then she's like, oh, well, she's super experienced. And the chorus goes, if I got you, why does she still get me? I hate to say it, but damn, she's pretty. Never known this shade of envy. Just tell me I'm your Emerald City. She's like, listen, like, tell me like I'm the one you want. I'm the object of your desires, the thing that keeps you going. Because right now, I can't help but feel this jealousy, babes. Oh my goodness. And then the post-chorus is just a repetition of True Colors Come Out. Wasn't expecting a Madeline reference today. But you know what? What? And they have to work together. Oh, I know. Oh, she's gifting us with these bridges so far on this album. I will say, it's there. Now, the verse 2 got me. If she texts in the middle of the night when we're laying in the bed, is it green? Like, is it gold? Is it green? It's like, is it a green light go? Like, I will say, texting him in the middle of the night. I know they work together, but still, like, feels a bit like, come on, you the ex. Step back a little. Wish I was cool like a shade of blue, but her lips are red and I'm green. She said, I wish I was fine with this, but looking at her, like her lips seem primed to want to be on yours. Then this bridge. I'm not crazy. I'm just a girl, kind of jealous, kind of insecure, and I hate now it takes me down an old road where she used to be yours. She said, I'm not crazy. Like, this is pretty common. This is simple. Like, anyone in my position would feel some sort of way. And it's tough to admit, but it might break me. Let me know you hate to see me hurt, till one day it won't faze me thinking about you, thinking about her. she's looking for those reassurances. The insecurity in this relationship is really coming out. Like when in her last album, she's saying, cut me up. It's like her being insecure about what's going on. Like she's like, I'm good as gold, but when she's around, my true colors come out. She's like, yeah, like when it's just us, everything is great. But the minute like you come into contact with her, and I think they still have to work together. I'm not sure. I've never seen the show, but still. Then she changed up the chorus saying, if I got you, then baby, kiss me. Tell me that you think I'm so damn pretty. She's like, I need you. Like, I need these reassurances. Double down that you'll end up with me. Just tell me I'm your Emerald City. She's like, I need to know that I am the final destination. I am your way home. And then obviously outro, I always like the color of my eyes. My true colors come out. Kind of her every time now she sees the color green, she's always going to associate it with something that's not so great. How her envy seemed to leech in. And it could be her jealousy that helped contribute to the downfall of the relationship. And it could also be maybe his, like, maybe not infidelity, but his lack of consideration for her feelings. I don't know. But the next song that we have to listen to is 587.
Where you at, baby, where you at? 'Cause I'm moving forward while I'm looking back. Are your sheets still clean? Covered up with tattoos. It's probably time to cover mine.
Never get matching tattoos with a partner. Yep. Oh. Title mention. Oh, so 587 is like the distance in miles. Like you've always been physically far, but now you're also emotionally far. Okay. Where you at, baby? Where you at? Because I'm moving forward while I'm looking back. I don't know who this is about, if it's about Chase or if it's about her other ex, whose name I can't remember. But she's like, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward, but like I'm still stuck a little in that past, still wondering where your location is. Are your sheets still green? Obviously, a call out to Emerald City, like green is always going to be associated with this person. Are your songs still sad? That makes me think it's about the ex because he was a songwriter, but maybe it's just because, is my lipstick still stuck on your stemless wine glass? My bad. She's like, do you still see me whenever you're alone? Like whenever, like I've left my mark on you. I heard you covered up your tattoo. Who she get? And Kelsea and Chase got matching tattoos. This lyric could be, it's about Chase. Don't. I am so superstitious. Like I will never. Like I understand like getting like maybe tattoos inspired by people or stuff like that. And I want to do that. But yeah. I'm always a thing of like getting matching tattoos with your partner is a really bad idea. It always is. It's probably time I covered mine too. I guess it isn't just a break between us. It's a little more space between us. So we were on a break, Ross and Rachel. Actually, it's not a break. It's a break up. Side note, anyone just being showed Fabio on TikTok because his video is talking to this girl like, we were on a break. He's like, what the fuck is break? And I'm like, yeah, fair. 587, 587, baby, that's the distance, the path of least resistance. 587 here to Mount Pleasant. It's 587 miles from Nashville to Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant is in Charleston, where Chase Stokes lives when he films Outer Banks. Okay. So the entire album is named Mount Pleasant because I guess either that's where their relationship sparked or where it ended. But yeah, she's like, I'm stuck here in Nashville, and what would have been a simple flight is now not. Got me reminiscent. It used to be a quick flight. By midnight, we were kissing in the harbor. Now you've never felt farther. She's like, oh. So the space between us is now growing exponentially. Because, like, in theory, especially if you have the ability and the money to carry out that long-distance relationship, sometimes it's not, like, the physical distance that does it in. It's the emotional distance that comes along with it. And that's how it is. Okay. We're gonna have to unpack the fact that she named the whole album after the place where Chase lives. Okay. Oh, callbacks. Excuse me? Oh, there's some double meanings in that outro there, but let's unpack verse 2. Okay, easy flight. It was an easy flight. We did it Saturdays, but we'd end up fighting over. She said it was easy till it wasn't. We were fighting over missed calls from exes, past life connections, and who's more impressive. Obviously, from the last couple tracks, we know that she was actually not quite over Madeline and the fact that they were constantly together. Who's more impressive? Oh no, not this is what gets me. Honey, y'all have space to be on your own. You have space to exist in your own plane. You ain't gotta fight over fame and fortune. And the fact that which we know, like, maybe she instigated some of it, but, like, it's just pain of, like, a man not being able to, appreciate a woman's success. Then the outro goes, you know how to get to me, you get to me. Then I said it, you know how to get to me, 587. So you know how to get to me, you get to me. She's like, oh, you get to me. Like, your memory always gets to me. Like, no matter what, you always will have some chokehold on me. But also, you know how to get to me is like, you can also take that flight too. Part of me wonders if Kelsea is the one making this flight more often, just because if the title of the album is Mount Pleasant, then maybe it's her constantly going there and him not making the trip over to her as much as she would like. Maybe it's mostly like a one-sided effort situation. Okay. Up next is track 5, The Revisionist. I also have to point out that each track is getting longer and longer. It's almost like the further she gets away from this relationship or the further she gets into processing her emotions, she just has more and more to say. So let's listen to The Revisionist.
Steep driveway, said I dare you, so I did. Now I got 2 scarred knees and elbows. As long as I live, it's a shame you can't erase a bad decision. Have been reading into mine since 93. Can't write it if it's wrong once it's written. Can't edit, just let it be history. So we own it all. But I'd like to call the revisionist.
No. Wait, no. That line got me. Oh. Okay. I should not, like, why did I wear, like, the most dramatic eye makeup for, okay. Cousin with a skateboard, steep driveway, said I dare you, so I did. Now I got 2 scarred knees and elbows as long as I live. She said, I know I shouldn't have done it. Like, this was a stupid kid moment, but I was gonna go for it. Now I have the scars to carry around, like the reminders of my past bad decisions. At the pink house with the wet paint, 6314 Wild Oak Drive, Mama said, don't touch it. But I did, red-handed, my first line. She said, don't touch the wet paint. Like, don't mess up these people's work. She said, I lied, but you could see. It's a shame you can't erase a bad decision. I've been reading into mine since 93. She was born in 1993. Okay. Can't outright it if it's wrong. Once it's written, can't edit. Just let it be history. She said, I can't go back and change all the shit that I've done. Like, story of my life, I think that I'm finally getting it. I own it all, but I'd like to call the revisionist. She said, I got regrets. I got plenty of regrets. I have so much wasted time and stupid decisions, and I'm like, I would like to call someone to fix some of the things that no. I'd like to say to live life without regrets, and while I don't necessarily have that many, I would say this year has been so filled with grief. It's just like, oh, that line hurt a lot.
Wasn't ready, but he was, so I did.
Oh, no.
Thinking about how to tell my daughter someday about that holiday inn.
Oh.
All the evidence, and all my tears on the floor. Back to those relationships, there have been a bitch, prove that I'm not like that anymore. That all the pages got you and me, it's all in quotes, and that's all she wrote now, isn't it?
No. In Chattanooga, young love wasn't ready, but he was, so I did. Again, like, I wasn't ready for this, but, she's like, okay, I went along with it. I'm a people pleaser. This is a reference to the time Kelsea lost her virginity. She has written about this time in her poetry book, Feel Your Way Through, and has said that she carries guilt and shame for having sex before marriage because she grew up going to church. Religious guilt. Okay. Now I'm sitting here thinking about how to tell my daughter someday about that holiday inn. I mean, I just feel so much pain for, like, it's like, I feel like growing up sometimes as you're working through trauma and stuff like that, you'd start to realize it's like you don't have regrets, but you wish you could go back and, like, protect the little you, the younger you, the things that you went through, knowing what you have now, like the skills you have now and the things that, like, okay, this was not right. Like, the power and stuff that you may have attained as you got, that's the worst part, is, like, then, like, the song was written for her, like, for that little girl, not necessarily for the adult you that kind of, to destroy all the evidence and all my tears on the cutting room floor, back to those relationships where I've been a bitch, prove that I'm not like that anymore. Okay, I need to check Genius, but if I'm just gonna say, blindsided, like, she said, and now people believe I'm that word that you used to call me. She's like, maybe I was. Maybe I, oh, that hurt. That she's like, I wish I could go back to my past romantic relationships and say, hey, I realized where things went wrong, and I realize now that I'm owning up to, Chorus, can't rip out all the pages about you and me. It's all in quotes, and that's all she wrote now, isn't it? I own it all. She's like, I'm finally like, I can't rewrite our story. Like, I can't go back and change things. Things are written in stone. But man, if I could have done things differently, I would have treated you better. I would have done things to make this relationship work. It just like, or I would have left before it got, nope, no. We have reached our closing track. Check on our friends. Well, that last one, had me getting teary-eyed. I just feel like this title is gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me. Yep. Okay, what? Well, yep, that hurt. That hurt. Basically, the whole, like, the people with the biggest smiles are the ones who carry around the most pain, the most hurt. Listen, Conan clocked us on Class Clown this year, and this one is a little maybe more lighthearted production vibe to it, but the girlies are hurting. The girlies are hurting. We're healing, but we're hurting in the process. Okay. She's so good. All glitter. All right. Check on your friends that are smiling. They're the ones crying when they're home and it's late. The ones that's the life of the party, up with the DJ, up on the drugs that they take. Like the ones, like, listen, you gotta check on your friends, because the people who are out here, you know, doing their best to mask the pain, the ones who are engaging in substances and partying that they shouldn't have. Anyone watching Max and Hall recently? Side note, but like... James. Okay. Pretty in the photo for sure. Pretty in the app. Pretty not good at being alone. Struggling and nobody knows because she's so good. All glitter when she picks up the phone. Okay, like, because this is basically saying, like, the image we project on social media is not the actual image of our life. Everyone does their best to make their life on social media appear much more polished and happier than it is. Like, just because it seems that way, especially from, like, an internet fake facade, doesn't mean that it is that way. And the chorus is very simple. Check on your friends that are smiling. They're the ones crying. Check on your friends that are smiling. They're the ones dying. She's like, basically this whole time she was putting out this image to the world of happy, loving, like, healthy relationships. She's like, actually, I was crying and dying on the inside. Like, I wish someone had come in and checked in. Like, when I said I'm fine, I was not fine. I was not fine. End of the way. Oh. Well, obviously we had to end it where we started with I sit in parks. But she actually has multiple verses on here, and while there is a bridge, it's really a repetition of the same line. Verse 2. Funny with self-deprecating jokes that she's making, hopes that they take it at face. Spark in her eyes like an actress hiding the fact that her heart's all up in flames. Because we really didn't, like, suspect anything wrong with her relationship up until earlier this year. But it's all that self-deprecating jokes and how we kind of... To me, self-deprecating jokes I don't find as funny. Because to me, I think we've popularized the idea of, like, dogging on yourself, like, actively insulting yourself and mask it as a self-deprecating joke. She's like, yeah, I've got to humble my own self. And it just, pretty in the photo for sure. Pretty far from the girl that she was when she was 24. So right around the time I think that she married her husband. She's like, I'm far from where I was. Another plane to Paris for the allure, deep down terrified of going home and shutting the door. She's like, I'm traveling all over the world, living this very expensive looking life to the outside. And she's like, I'm just afraid to go home. Okay? And then she adds to the chorus, instead of saying, they're the ones that dying, this says when they're the ones checking out. Oh, because they're checking out from this universe. They're checking out of the world. Like, they're doing their best. They're checking out of hotels, but they're... Verse 3, check on your friends and your lovers, fathers and mothers, check on yourself. Okay. She's like, don't just check on you, like, check on, like, you need to have that yearly check-in of, like, friends, family, yourself, like, yourself. You gotta think. We all got the downers and uppers. Yeah, we all wonder, but it's better if you stay. I'm just gonna say, a lot of drugs are coming up in this. Girly, are we engaged? Wonder if she's engaging in a lot of toxic substances, or poor coping mechanisms. I don't know. It can snow in the summer for sure, but when it's coming down real bad, baby, I got a coat. Struggling, I see it, I know. You can take the cape and the makeup off, let it pour. She said, listen, we can all have bad days, but I'll bring it in. Like, I know how to cope now. I know how to deal with these things, and I can sit down there and, like, when you're crying, I can provide the shelter you need. Yeah, okay. And then the whole bridge is check on your friends, then says when they're home, but it's late, and check on yourself. Okay. That's sort of how the bridge ends, like, you know, check on your friends, but also, like, sit down and be like, hey, like, listen, I would have loved someone to come and check on me, but sometimes it also starts from home. Like, you need to look deep within. Then the outro is a revisit of I sit in parks to just see how far I am from the things that I want. She's like, okay, this whole album is a reflection of, like, it's both a hurting and a healing album of, like, I have realized that maybe I don't quite know myself and know what I want, and that, like, I've gone through the process and realized all these mistakes and the things that I did that weren't quite great. But now I have to sit with the fact that while I know what I did was wrong, now I need to figure out how to move forward. And that really kind of sums up the album. We're like, I'm just sitting and, like, mulling it over. And yeah, so I guess that's the last song. So let's hop into our final thoughts and rankings. Mount Pleasant was, again, another sad EP. It was sad regarding a relationship and stuff like that, but this one didn't quite necessarily have the anger that I feel like the last EP had. This one was definitely just, like, it had the sadness, but it also had that level of self-reflection that I think she has been going through in the past year. And yeah, in terms of, like, songs that are my favorite, I honestly think People Pleaser might be my favorite, but I do like Emerald. I like them all, really. They're all very sad, and I feel like I need to sit down. We all know me and super sad, like, slower pace songs are not my vibe, just because production can really be hit or miss for me on those, just because I'm a production forward girly. But yeah, so I guess you'll probably see on the screen, because it's probably in a few days or maybe a week later since I've actually reacted to this album when I'm ranking it. So here's my tentative final ranking of Mount Pleasant. I hope she's doing better. I'm loving this cover art. That, like, dark maroon lip that she's got on is fabulous. I'm loving it. It is the fall season. I love me a good dark lip. I need to own more dark lipsticks. I just feel like I want to get back in that vibe. But let me know what you thought of this new EP. What was your favorite song? Maybe your top 2, your whole final ranking. Whatever you want to leave in the comments down below, and I will see y'all in the next one.